Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. I hope y'all have a pot on because, yeah, this might be a long one. Who knows? Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope you had a great weekend. I'll start with the Fauxbonich front in a second. Yeah, our weekend, not so good. Not so good. My poor husband, he had surgery on Friday, and it was his fourth surgery this year, and he was getting his last, hopefully, tumor removed from his esophagus. So each time he has these surgeries, which, like I said, this is his fourth one. So each time he has one, it seems to be taking a little bit longer to recover. And so, yeah, we spent all of Friday after the surgery when we got home on the couch. And then Saturday and Sunday was, they were pretty much couch days, movie marathons, Netflix marathons, that kind of thing. He was dozing in and out of sleep for the entire weekend. So I feel so terrible for him, the poor thing. He did get up and go to work this morning, which, oh my gosh, that man, I don't know how he does it. I really don't. But I'm glad he goes to work. I really am, because I think it just keeps his mind off of the pain that he's in and all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, okay, that's all about Big Handsome's health saga. Well, one more thing. We have another test coming up here. I think it's August 16th, unless I can get him in earlier, which I need to make a phone call about that to see if I can get him in earlier. He's going to have a specialty MRI done on his belly, because when he had his gallbladder test a couple weeks ago, they did find some sort of obstruction in his small bowel. So, good news and, bad news. I mean, they found something. We don't know what it is yet. That's, good news and bad news. I mean, the good news is that they finally found something that could be causing his pain and his issues. The bad news is that we do not yet know what it is. So he's going to go in on the 16th for that specialty MRI and find out what's going on with that. But I am very hopeful that we are finally, maybe, hopefully, seeing a light at the end of this very long tunnel we have been on or in. Okay, there, I'm done. There's Big Handsome's health saga. So let's get going on the Fauxbonich front. Okay, as per usual, I am behind. I was taking care of my husband all weekend and just, being with him, trying to be supportive of, by just being with him. And so I did not set foot hardly at all in my craft room, which I normally don't do over the weekend anyway. So on the Fauxbonich front, let's get going, Elizabeth, already. This is a beautiful Happy Mail that I got from the sweet Leanne. I will leave her link below. She is creatively free to be me, and she just left this. She sent a bunch of goodies with it. She did this card that is so gorgeous. I love these colors, Leanne, if you're watching this. Oh my gosh, I love her artwork. It's just so beautiful. So I made this little taco box into a pocket to hold my Happy Mail card. So that was super fun to get last week. And then, of course, we had the 4th of July, which we didn't do anything for, but so I'm like still designing this page. And then I wanted to show you these little things here, which I got from Recreations by Brooke, her Facebook page, which I will link below. I'll link her Facebook page below, and I will link her YouTube channel below, because it's a fabulous channel and I love her work. And so on her Facebook page, you are able to, join her Facebook page or follow her Facebook page, and she puts up free printables, right? So these were made out of red, white, and blue quilt top pieces that she had, and she made them into little Rolodex cards. And this is actually an envelope. It comes flat, and then you cut it out and fold it up and make an envelope. And instead of my envelope opening up, you know, top ways, I cut off the side to make it a pocket. Okay. So then what I'm going to do here is take this little thing, and I will glue this on 3 sides to make this a little, you know, tuck pocket thing so that I can put my journaling in on that page. And then she also, on the same sheet of paper, she has these little tabs that she did. So I cut it out and glued them up and inked them up, and then I can stick them on the side as a little tab. So super cute. She also she has a few free printables on her Facebook page. So one of them was this, if you can see it. Let me get up and look. Yeah. Oh, sorry for the glare on that page. This pretty doily she had on that page as well. So yeah, go over and check it out if you want. Sorry, there's the chair. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, hopefully, is catching up on my Fauxbonich. I do have most of my notes in my phone, so yep. So I got to work on that. Oh, wait. Sometimes I do go ahead and stick things in. This is a picture from a magazine. Sorry if there's a glare of an orchid. So I might use that as a decoration for a page. And then we went to, my daughter and I on Saturday took a little bit of time out, and we went to have some barbecue. Well, we actually didn't have barbecue, but it's a barbecue place. And we went and just had some appetizers and spent some time together. And I love their old-timey business card because they've been there since 1950. So, and then this is the, what's it called? Like the, you know, the, whatchamacallit, placemat, you know, that they put on the table for you. So it was really quite funny because I was sitting there across from my daughter, and I'm eyeing the placemat, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, just fold it up and shove it in your purse." So yeah, so I did. So that was that. And then we did go to Michael's. I needed to pick up some more yarn, cotton yarn, because I do want to make some more coasters because they're just so fun. So yeah, I want to make some coasters, and I wanted to make a few more cactus. So I'm going to work on that at some point. I don't know when. What else did I do? Oh, over the weekend while I was nursing my poor husband. Oh, the poor thing. Oh my gosh. I sat and I ripped out all the pages of my German book that I showed you last week. And I started making more of these little pockets, these 2, you know, I have one that's inked up and sewn, but I don't have a thing to put in. Okay, here. See, it's like a double pocket, and I learned this from Patricia Viramontes, so check the links below. Always check the links below. I always put links in so that you guys can then go with the click of a button, hopefully, and get inspiration for yourself. So yeah, I folded up a bunch of these, and the problem I had when I first tried to make these was that this corner here was overlapped, right? So, because my page wasn't the correct dimension. These pages here are 5 inches across by 8 inches tall, and that seems to work out perfectly to where your corners match up and all that. And then I go around and I ink them all, and then I take them to my sewing machine and I sew, you know, here. If you don't have a sewing machine, no biggie, you just glue it. No big deal. But I love these. These are super cute, and one way that I can use them, one of the many ways that I can use them, is in these little girl journals that I'm making. So, yep. I have, this is one that I've been working on. You've seen it a few times. Obviously I have not worked on it, but I am going to hopefully get this done. I need to get the innards put in and put all the embellishments and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, send it off. And then I have 2 more little girl journals that I want to make. And if I happen to go live tomorrow, I might just go ahead and make 2 of these, right, on my live to show you how I do it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes over. Yeah, I was watching, it was kind of funny. I was watching Jessica Rapp last night, her live streams, and I'll, of course, leave her link below. She has a Facebook group that is fabulous called Junk Journal Connections, and she also has a YouTube channel, and she does live streams on Wednesday and Sunday night, and she does that. I don't know what time it is Pacific time, but she's in the Pacific time zone, and I'm on the Eastern time zone, the Eastern Standard Time. So I see her lives pop up between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. my time. Anywho, it was just funny because she was saying last night on her live, oh, she was making these tiles, by the way. So go check out her live if you want to see how she makes them. This is a sample of one that she made. I had won it in a giveaway she did a while ago, and I just love them. They're gorgeous, right? And I'm hoarding them. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I'm hoarding them. So she made those on her live last night. Anywho, I thought it was funny because she was saying how, like, you know, how much she enjoys doing live streams, and I really enjoy doing them too. I just started doing them, and I think I finally figured it out, sort of. And they are super fun. It's really nice to be able to, like, just chat in real time with you guys. And the comment that she made was that, you know, she loves doing them as well because she gets so much accomplished, you know. And it's true, you know, like, I need to get these little girl journals done. So maybe I will do that on a live, and I'll actually get something done. So there's that. What else? What else? Oh, you know what I wanted to show you too are these little things here. I have, I hope you can see those. Let me bring them up closer to you. See? These are pieces of canvas, actually, that I purchased at Tuesday Morning. It was a 3-pound bag from Canvas Core, I believe. And I got the bag, and they're just random bits of canvas. But I thought, oh, gee, I wonder if I can stamp on that, right? So what I did was, see, I have these. I also got these at Tuesday Morning as well. I have a whole bunch of these Tim Holtz stamps, right? So I used, so I used archival ink so that it would be permanent, hopefully, and stamped them on here. And see, I mean, they came out really clear. I was really surprised. They came out really well. And then I just fringed the edges, right? And so I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but at least I know it can be done, right? So I want to make a bunch more of these. And what else? What else did I do? I had this, like, black and white coffee table book that I went through and cut out. Oh, look at those aspen trees. They're so beautiful. I love aspens. We don't have them here. But yeah, oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. I could use these in a, what's it called? In a junk journal. I could use them in a collage journal. And I just had a bright idea. Ding, ding, ding. I love black and white. And sorry for the glare. One of my dear friends, Jeri Bellini, this just popped into my head right now. Jeri Bellini is actually working on, or she's doing a challenge of sorts, and it's a haiku challenge. And wouldn't it be fun to type out my haiku, cut it out, and glue it to these beautiful black and white pages? Oh my gosh, there's an idea. Hello. The only thing that I don't know how I would do is bind it. I guess I could use my bind it all. Like, I could find, you know, like a bunch of photos that are about the same size, right? And then I could type out my haiku either on my retro typewriter or on my computer, print the 3 lines of haiku out, and then put them on here. There's an idea. Oh, So many projects, so little time. Yeah. So Jeri is doing, yeah, a haiku challenge, and I will link her. I'll link the video below, on her YouTube channel where she talks about the challenge, because there's a hashtag involved and all that kind of good stuff. So there's an idea. I don't know. I might do it that way, or I might do it another way. Okay. Then another thing that I'm working on too is on Jessica Rapp's Facebook group, the Junk Journal Connections, they are doing a faux flow. So if you're one of my partners and you're watching my videos, stop watching now, because I'm going to show parts of what you will be receiving. I'll give you a second to pause the video if you want to. Okay. This is a mess, but what I ended up doing is just like getting this is a shoebox, okay? And there is part of the journal right there. And here's the other part, okay? And here's some of the innards, right? Okay, sneak peek. All right. Then I was literally going around, and it was like shopping in my craft room, okay? And I just started, you know, anytime I would see something like, or like these things right here, blunk, there they go, right into this box, because I'm going to add this to the junk journal. So yeah, that's what I started doing, is going around and collecting things to, you know, stick in the junk journal. So here are just a few of the things. This idea I got, see, it's like one of these clip things, and I took a bunch, oh, here's the front, because I have this little starfish little thing, and it's attached with a bulb pin. And so what I did, I got this idea from Kristen Chapman, who's also in the swap, and she showed this on her YouTube channel of on the books that she did. So I will leave her link below. But I thought this was just a really great idea, right? It's like just a giant tassel, and it's filled with eyelash trim and different kinds of ribbons. And I don't have lace, so I didn't put lace, but little rickrack and seam binding, colored seam binding, and organza ribbon, and you name it, you know, whatever I had in my stash. And then on some of them, see, with bulb pins, I put on little charms, right? I don't have very many charms, so I just went through my stuff, and whatever I could find went on. Here's another little bulb pin, right, with one of those little charms. What else? Here's another little bulb pin with some butterfly charms. I also had, let's see, oh, here's another bulb pin with a little, you know, pearl looking thing. Oh, I also have these in my stash too. These like little wooden banner things. So I attached it with a bulb pin. So yeah, if it could be attached with a bulb pin, it went on. So there's that. Super cute idea, again, from Kristen Chapman. And then I have some little bits of vintage fabric in here that I'm sending along as well. This is like a little bag that my daughter had given me when she went to the Science Museum. Little, the business card that I found this weekend, I'm going to put these little things in there. Why not? Some little like brochures from where I live. One of these black and white photos. I also made this little pocket. This is from Patricia Viramontes as well. And I think I said I would leave her link below. And of course I will. And then some like Tim Holtz little flashcards put on with this little spirally paper clip. And so they could use the pocket for something, they could use the paper clip for something else, they could use everything they can use for something else, right? And then inside I just put these, I had cut out these really sweet pictures of botanicals, put those in there for them to use however they want. And yeah, so that's what the whole faux flow thing is. Here's some more like children's book pages, some more, or some calendar floral pages, a huge window envelope. These are like, I don't know if they're vintage or not, but they're cute little, what are they called? Like cards, you know, like playing cards. One of my crochet doilies, or not doily, crochet coasters. Yeah, crochet coasters. Here's some vintage recipe cards, some labels, big labels, some extra window envelopes, some extra tags, a cluster I made, extra tags and things like that. Another tag that I made, more vintage playing cards. This is an index card, you know, another little bag, glassine bag, just a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I went around shopping in my craft room, and I really hope that they enjoy the things that I'm sending them. And like I said, that's the whole idea of a faux flow book. It's a book that they can consume. It's a book that they can, do whatever they want with, you know. So they can, you know, use their own talent, right? Their own artistic talent, and turn this into something, right? Use these little bits for something else, make these into little journaling cards or something like that, or just simply glue them in because it's a pretty picture. So we'll see how that goes. Yep, I'm going to finish working on these this week, I believe, and then I will hopefully be able to send them out next week. So I got to work on that today as well. And then I'll talk about this in a second. This is my latest crochet project. It is a lapgan, another lapgan, and it is in a chevron stitch. So super duper easy. One of the things I love about this, and I know I was watching the other day, my dear friend, Hickety Pickety, Sonia. I'll leave her link below as well. She does just these beautiful Afghans, and she was mentioning the other day how she likes to do Afghans that have a relatively straight edge on them, and that is what I like to do too. I do not like wonky edges, and so this is a pattern. I don't know what the pattern's called, but I will link the video that I learned it from. I'll link that below if you're interested. What I like about it is once it's done, you don't have to add a border. You know, the sides are relatively straight, and the top is, if you can see that, right? See, the top is like in a chevron, you know, so it's a finished edge. So I like that about this. And yeah, so I've been working on this. And I'm actually gonna make this for myself. Yes. This is my 5th lapgan or blanket that I've done since I started crocheting. I've been crocheting for less than a year, and I am just loving it. It's like therapeutic. Oh my gosh. And I love repetitious stitches, right? So I mean, the stuff I do isn't very intricate. It's not very complicated, but it's so relaxing. And and this was another thing Sonia, Sonia was saying on her recent video, is that, you know, it's nice when you're doing a pattern that is just repetitious. And then because pretty soon after you do a few rows, you know, it's almost like muscle memory or whatever kicks in, and you just keep going, you know, whereas some of the patterns are so intricate that, you know, you don't get that muscle memory, you know. Anyway, I hope that made sense. I guess if you crochet on a regular basis, you get it. So yeah. The other reason I'm saving this just for myself as well is because I'm not fond of the yarn. Yeah, this is Red Heart yarn, and this is Loops and Threads, and they are inexpensive yarns. Therefore, they're not like the best. Excuse me again. Here's Fred. Goodness, he's relentless this morning. They're not like super quality. You know what I'm saying? And so they're very to me personally. I mean, I know a lot of people use Red Heart. That's what I started crocheting on, so I've used it quite a lot. But it's very stiff and it's very like scratchy, you know? It's just not soft and cozy. And I know that Sonia uses, she gets a lot of her yarn from Hirschner's, and I'll leave that link below as well. Hirschner's, she gets, excuse me, goodness, I'm so sorry. She gets her yarn from Hirschners.com, and she uses two-ply Afghan yarn. And that's part of my issue. Well, part of my issue with getting yarn and being so new to crochet is I don't know what yarn is good, what yarn is not good. And of course, in my case, as in, you know, with a lot of our cases, we need to watch the budget, you know what I'm saying? And so yarn is expensive. Crocheting is not an inexpensive hobby. And so, like I said, the less expensive the yarn is, I feel in my very short experience that the quality is lessened, right? So, but if you want, you know, like if you go to Michael's or something like that and you see, like, for instance, like Bernat yarn or Bernat baby yarn or whatever, it's really soft, it's real plushy and fluffy, and, you know, oh, it feels so good in your hands. But if I was to make a blanket, even a baby blanket, you know, or a lapghan or something like that out of that yarn, and nothing against it's beautiful yarn, it's just expensive in my opinion. And I mean, even if it's on sale, we're talking like $8, you know, like they might have it on sale for like $8 and it's regularly like $10, you know? So if I were to make a lapghan out of that, I'd be spending $100 on one blanket, you know? Yeah, I can't do that. So I'm going to check out Hirschner's, or maybe I'll just message Sonia. I don't know if she'll watch this video or not, but yeah, I'm gonna message her and ask her how she feels about the Hirschner's yarn and if it's really soft and all of that and cozy like, because I don't like this scratchy, you know, I don't like this scratchy. This will probably end up just being laid over you know, the back of my sofa. But anywho, that's the crochet for you. So yeah, if there's anybody out there that, you know, that is a crocheter and you have found yarn that you really like that does not break the bank, let me know, you know, let me know, because I love making these. In fact, I need to start making a baby blanket, another baby blanket, because my daughter's friend is having a baby. So my daughter wants me to make her a baby blanket. And so, yeah, I've got to start working on that. But I really want to find yarn that I can make, you know, especially a baby blanket out of that is nice and soft. And again, not so, you know, difficult on the wallet. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I don't know if I'll find it. But anyway, I think that's all I wanted to show you. And yeah, I've gone on plenty long enough. So, you have any questions, of course, you know, leave them below. Make sure you always check the description box below, because I will have all the links to everyone that I mentioned in the video, whether it's a Facebook group, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a specific video. So always check that. Sorry I went on for so long and babbled and yammered and rambled, but it is a ramble session after all. So, thanks for sharing your time with me. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.